In terms of guitar repairs, Kurt Cobain was notorious for smashing his guitars. Was there ever any incident where he smashed his guitar to the point where it was like unfixable?
Oh, constantly. And, that was the thing where, I sort of had a limit where I didn't want to spend more than $200 on a guitar for him back then. I used to find a lot of his guitars for him. And, that they're going to get trashed, but you also like to find deals, and there's lots of great deals out there. And, so we would hit the pawn shops, and it was kind of like, well, if I can bring back 5 guitars for under $1,000, that's great. And so, I think if something was damaged to the point to where, well, they're going to have to pay you 3 days' work to fix it, it makes no sense, so.
Did you ever tell Kurt to like take it easy with the guitar smashing, or you just let him do his thing?
Oh, no, I loved it. It was so much fun to watch, because when you spend your life restoring them and fixing them, it's just such the exact opposite of your mindset and your process. So to experience that and to see it, but it's also in a, it wasn't like he took a guitar out of the case and just smashed it, whatever. It was an art form. So like when he did this in concert or live, often it was a protracted event that took place over 15 minutes, and you actually heard this thing being dismantled fret by fret, and you'd hear this thing scream, and it was something that you normally don't hear. And so it was one of the parts of the show that I think that I enjoyed the most, especially when it was done well.
Well, one thing I've always found interesting about the guitar smashing habit is that, in particular during the Bleach tour, when Everman was in the band and they were touring in the States, and they had like this small little van they were driving across everywhere. And I've read in so many different bios that even at that point, he would keep smashing his guitars anyways, even though they didn't have the gear. That just always stuck in my mind, because it's like, you don't have the money to buy new guitars.
Well, one thing that I remember when I got in there and started working, was that Kurt would show me some of these relics of things that he used to fix himself. And it sort of shows his dedication. Like, there's almost no way that thing could have played in tune after you put that neck on that guitar, and you see some of these examples. And so, yeah, it was interesting.
What's a guitar tech's worst nightmare? Like if a band is on stage and the strings snap right then and there. What is like Armageddon for you?
I don't know. I think it's once in a while you'll find yourself looking at a stage and everything you've had your hands on and everything that you're responsible for, and understanding that there's so much that is beyond your control and that anything could go at any point in time. And so it's one of those things that you just think about. But if you've done your job and done it well, that stuff doesn't happen. And I guess it's something where I like to say, road crews typically they'll get credit when something goes wrong, because that's when you're recognized. So if you're good at it, you're invisible, and that's great. And it's really about making the client or the performer have perfect shows and have this experience that people have paid for. They come out, and it should be an escape from their jobs and all that they do, to come out and see people do something that appears to be, otherworldly.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this interview clip of mine with Ernie Bailey, make sure to subscribe for more, because there is a lot more coming. Everything on my channel is 100% original. I'm the one conducting all the interviews and doing all the editing. So if you want to support me, the best way to do so is simply to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.